Hey, I wasn't going to record this till later, but I went netherite hunting. As you can see, a little bit of just random stuff, a little efficiency, not crazy, nothing good. But then I came across two, and then I came across two more, and then I came across another one. We need to go and check out my chunk I was removing because the diamonds there were ridiculous. I left them in place. Just going through the stats before we actually go down there. If we go down to diamonds, this is actually an incorrect number. I only have 2 diamonds, which were found in a shipwreck. But mine, none. I picked up none. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So when we get back, I'll do the stats again, and we will be back. Welcome back. As you can see, we just came back from the nether, so inventory still full, and let's go down to the mine here. I've dug out this hole pre-beacon, which means that was quite an annoyance. Slow and steady, but we found a few diamonds. Now, with all these diamonds found, it wasn't the easiest to not just mine them. And looking at it from the bottom, underneath what should be a slime chunk, there's a few of them that are together. Now, this is only Y level 5, so finding things at 5 or less as worlds generate it's going to be an interesting test in the new resource world. Personally, I don't need that because my plan is to not mine a single diamond to use. But while we're here in single player, I don't have that luxury. But I will attempt it anyways. So going back up to the top here, just checking on the rest of my inventory, we can see that I started to build down and get a little area built up, just so that we could have a nice pathway, a nice little room for my slime chunk. Now, while the top area here is supposed to be a slime chunk, it wasn't. Over here is my iron farm. You saw it in the last episode, but this is something that we haven't seen in a while. My iron golem. Now, we have a wonderful iron golem who's defended this area swimmingly, and a little bit of netherrack. Why do we need netherrack? I don't know. I think once I have this chest filled up, I won't worry about that for a while. You might be asking why I'm putting all this stuff away. Well, we need to make sure we are nice and clean and workable here. We are working in single player because if we don't keep up, things will just get out of hand. You saw on the outside of our storage area, on the right, you will find the storage bins that are my temporary ones. When you remember that occasionally things can screw up and not be used properly, you take the ancient debris out till you're ready to go. As you can see, on our left was our tree farm here. Now it's a thing. Also dug out a bit more. Again, without a beacon. I will be getting a beacon or two soon. Wither fights to happen later. But what we found is it is an iron chunk. A slime chunk down there. We get, how do we use the bamboo? Well, instead of chopping them all down, just line it up with pistons. Jump on the sticky piston, grab them, make bamboo, and then bring them over to your wonderful village area. Well, more like a trading hall. Now with these trading halls, I have got the mending. It is 32 mending here, and sweeping edge, which is nice. Channeling, it's okay. Don't really need that. But we finally got the pickaxes started, the fortunes, the everything else that we need. Got infinity, which is nice. I kind of like mending more than infinity, but for inventory space at the beginning of the game, I think that's better for you. So while we work on getting all of our villagers up and running, some of them needed iron. Well, some of them needed iron. But now I need more stonemasons to get rid of all the stone. Why did I get flame and punch? Just for the bow. So I will need quite a bit more for the different vendors. This is the first time I've actually gone through and made a proper like trading hall. This is actually the first villager breeder I've ever made. This is a decent villager breeder. Just some glass, some beds, some trapdoors. It's easy peasy. Over here is my starter pumpkin and melon starting farm. The reason I haven't continued building this is, well, first I ran out of glass, but secondly, I wanted to redesign a little bit of the pathway system to make sure that it can go from here to over there. So if I need to take this down or move it, I don't want to have to, remove the entirety of it. Down here is where I keep my wheat and of course my potato output from my farmers. So we'll go and breed a couple more of our cows, because you never know when you need leather to make item frames or anything like that. As you can see, I have some of my trades up and running. Some of them are need to be working on. I am running I am running gold gear for my chest plate. Later on you'll see it to be both fire protection, mending, and unbreaking. And that's where we're going to leave you today.